Hello everyone. In today's video tutorial, we are going to discuss about the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. Here, before discussing about the difference, let's see what is meant by IP address. An IP address stands for Internet Protocol Address. It is a unique address which is assigned for each and every device. So, an IP address is a unique number provided to each and every device. It is in the form of integral number which is separated by dot. For example, 192.168.10.28. So this is called as a IP address. This is a IP address, and IP address is a unique number for each and every device. Like there are number of devices, the number of mobiles, laptops, PC and tablets, etc. And for each and every device there is a unique number assigned, and that number is called an IP address. So the IP address is assigned to uniquely identify each and every device, and IP stands for Internet Protocol Address. Now let's move on to another point, that is addressing. There are two types of addressing methods. One is IP address and the second one is MAC address. So these are the two types of addressing methods. The IP address is divided into again two categories. One is IPv4, which stands for Internet Protocol version 4, and the second one is IPv6, which stands for Internet Protocol version 6. The second addressing method, that is a MAC address, which is not divided into any of the categories. So here you have to remember all these things. There are two types of addressing methods, IP address and MAC address. IP address is again divided into IPv4 and IPv6. These are the two types of IP address, and we are going to discuss about the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. In the upcoming lectures, we also see the difference between IP address and MAC address. So let's move on to the point, the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. Now let's start from IPv4. IPv4 means the Internet Protocol version 4 and IPv6 means Internet Protocol version 6. The first difference is IPv4 is a 32-bit IP address. 32-bit means 4 bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bit, so 32-bit means 4 bytes. And IPv6 is a 128-bit IP address. So if we convert 128-bit into bytes, then it is equal to 16 bits. 8-bit is equal to 1 byte, so 128-bit is equal to 16 bytes. The second difference is IPv4 is a numeric addressing method which is range from 0 to 255. There are only numbers, only numeric values in IPv4 IP address, and there are no any alphabets. So IPv4 is a numeric addressing method, and the range of IPv4 is from 0 to 255. If we move on to IPv6, then it is an alphanumeric addressing method, means there are alphabets and also numbers in the IPv6 IP address, and which range from 0 to FFFF. The third difference is that IPv4 is a numeric address that consists of 4 fields which are separated by dot. This is a very important. IPv4 is a numeric address and it consists of 4 number of fields, and each field is separated by dot. If we talk about IPv6, then IPv6 is a alphanumeric address, as we can see, and it consists of 8 fields, and these are separated by colon. In IPv4, the fields are separated by dot, and there are 4 number of fields, and in IPv4 the fields are separated by colon, and there are 8 number of fields. For example is given here IPv4, and this is the example of IPv6. As you can see, the IPv4 address is a numeric address. It has 4 number of fields, like first field is 66, second one is 94, third is 29 and fourth is 13. and each field is separated by dot. If we consider IPv6, then it is a alphanumeric address, as you can see, and it contains 8 number of fields and each field is separated by colon. Like the first field is 2001, second field is 0db8, etc. So these are the 8 fields which are separated by colon. Let's move on to another difference. IPv4 has a limited number of IP address and IPv6 has a large number of IP address. Because of the shortage of IPv4 IP addresses, the IPv6 is come into existence. IPv4 has a very limited number of IP address and that's why the IPv6 come into existence, and IPv6 has a large number of IP address. The next difference is it generates 4 billion, that is 2 raised to 32 unique addresses, and in IPv4 it generates 340 undecillion, that is 2 raised to 128 unique addresses. So it has a large number of IP addresses. Now the next difference is it does not provide encryption and authentication. Encryption means converting the data into unreadable form so that third party cannot access or read that data. And in IPv6 it provides encryption and authentication. The next difference is it consists of 4 octets. IPv4 consists of 4 octets and IPv6 consists of 8 fields and each field contains 2 octets. Therefore, the total number of octet in IPv6 is 16. So these are the main differences between IPv4 and IPv6. Now let's move on to another important topic, and that is classes. In IPv4 there are 5 classes A, B, C, D and E. But in IPv6 there are no classes. As we can see, the IPv4 is a numeric IP address and which range from 0 to 255. And these 5 classes are again categorized into 0 to 255. Let's start from the first class, and that is class A. Class A range from 0 to 126. The example is given here, that is 125.89.23.14. So all the numbers are below 126. These numbers are between 0 to 126. So it comes in class A. The second class is class B, which range from 128 to 191, and this is the example given in bracket. Then the next one is class C, which range from 192 to 233. The next one is class D, the fourth class, and which range from 224 to 239. And the last class, that is class E, which range from 240 to 255. So these are the 5 classes. Here the class A, class B and class C. These classes are used for normal users. The class D, that is 224 to 239, these classes are used for multicasting, and the class E is used for the research and development, in the field of research and development. If we see all the class numbers with detail, the class A starts from 0 to 126, class B starts from 128 to 191, here the 127 is missing. So the IP address which starts from 127.0.0.1, this IP address is common for all the users, and this is called as a local server. So these are the basic points about the IP address. In this lecture we covered what is meant by IP address, the types of addressing. There are 2 types of addressing, IP address and MAC address. The IP address again categorized into IPv4 and IPv6. And we see the difference between IPv4 and IPv6, and also the classes, the 5 classes of IPv4. IPv6 does not have any class. So I hope you get this video very well. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, and if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will never miss an update whenever I upload new video. Thanks for watching.